What's going on, peasants? V here, coming at you guys, well, another market watch today. The Ghost Sisters collection sold out in about an hour. The whole collection. The ability to buy these beautiful Field Center / tokens, well, they're gone. There's going to be a second run in the Ghost Sisters collection. After that, it's off to eBay and Yu-Gi-Oh! Black Market and anywhere else you can find these. There's only going to be 2 runs. Once again, the first one's already done, sold out within the first hour. And the second one's going to be happening in roughly around 2 weeks. After that's gone, well, it's gone. Have fun going on eBay. It's a beautiful Ghost Girl collection. You get 6 Ghost Girls: Ghost Ogre, Ghost Reaper, Ghost Belle, Ghost Sister, Ash Blossom, and Red Blossom. And yeah. Now, I will have some more future stuff coming out, and if you want to follow me on Discord, my Discord link's down below. I talk about some more stuff that's going to be coming out with the release of newer and newer field centers. These are absolutely gorgeous, and you're damn right your boy V pocketed a place for himself. Too clean. What I like about these the most is the fact that I stack them as a field center, and if I want to change them, I can change them. Number 1. Number 2, they work for tokens, and they have amazing, beautiful artwork on these. If you got yourself some of these, good luck. And if you don't have yourself some of these, well, keep an eye out, because the next 2 weeks, they're going to be available again, and then after that, well, it's off to eBay. Pot of Prosperity. So Pot of Prosperity Starlight Rare right now at a Blazing Vortex. It really spiked insanely high in value, and now it's coming back down. It's roughly around $600. Do you need a Starlight Rare? No. I own 1 and 2 Secret Rares, and I'm personally, as much as I love Starlight Rares, I'm debating on selling my copy. In fact, comment down below. Should I sell my Pot of Prosperity? Don't get me wrong, I love this card, and I love Starlight Rares, but I'm playing tier limits. I'm with tier limits now, Prosperity. I don't got time for you. But the card is good, and the card is definitely a card a lot of Yu-Gi-Oh! Players are going to be needing in the future of this game. It's really, really, really that good of a card. But if you don't need it right now, why do you hold it? And if you do hold it, is it because you're playing Flunderies? Because if you're not playing Flunderies, why do you hold it? Once again, I think Starlight Rares like Pot of Prosperities are really cool for Yu-Gi-Oh! Players, but for anyone holding these cards and not selling these, I don't know why. You can put your money towards so many other better things we're going to be talking about in this video. Things like, well, number 11 Big Eye. Now, number 11 Big Eye is anywhere from like $9 to as high as over $100. And the reason why is because Kashtira's. Right now, currently, Tier Limits is the best deck. I know, hot takes on this channel only. But with that said, Tier Limits are not going to be the best deck forever in the game of Yu-Gi-Oh! Konami is inevitably going to nerf Tier Limits from Tier 0 to Tier 1. And then decks like, well, Kashtira's will start popping up, and Kashtira's will actually give Tier Limits a run for their money. They might even have sex and make a hybrid Tier 1 deck called Kashtira Tier Limits, aka the Wallet Breaker. That's what might be coming out soon. Nevertheless, though, if you're looking to play that, you might want to consider a card like number 11 Big Eye. Now, do you get the most expensive version? Yes. You paid enough. Pay a little extra, kid. Work a little harder. Either way, though, I do think Kashtira's is going to see play here in the TCG. And if that was to be the case, you're going to need this card. No doubt on mine. Don't get the gold. Gold's disgusting and ugly. People will make fun of you for being poor. I don't care if your whole deck's max rare. If you're playing 1 gold card, it's like having a Lamborghini, but inside's a Honda Civic engine, and it don't even work. You got to kick that shit like the Flintstones. Yeah, get out of here with that shit. Liar. Tier Limit Root Close is a really expensive card, but will it be expensive forever? No. And don't get me wrong, I do think it'll hold good value. Obviously, Starlight Rares do hold some pretty good value, no matter what. Look at Pot of Prosperity. I mean, and there's a ton of other Starlight Rares that hold good value, despite the fact they see almost no play. But look at Tier Limit Rucolos. I mean, it's been going, this is the past month. It went up a little bit, and it's back down. In fact, it's down bad. Tier Limit Rucolos right now is roughly around $238. Do you buy this card? I don't know. Do you want to max rarity Tier Limits? And if you do, why? I mean, it's like, you already have the Tier 1 deck. Why would you max rarity Tier 1 deck? Is it worth it? And it like costs like Dark, the Dark Charmer, the extra deck monster. That's roughly around, well, it's calming down a bit, but it was a little bit around, a little over 500. Like, that card actually will have a lot longer play than Tier Limit Rucolos. Probably. We're guessing here. If you look at the past 3 months, by the way, when the card first debuted, it was $600. Hilarious to the idiot at your locals who play this card day 1. I'll wait a little bit and spend, I don't know, a third of the price. And I'm still debating on buying Tier Limit Rucolos. Dude, would you buy it? Let me know in the comments down below. I really want to know, actually. Primordial Planet Paralino is a card that a lot of Yu-Gi-Oh! Players said they'll never go below $60. As of filming of this video, the card's currently $45, despite the fact that Tier Limits is the best deck in the game. If you look at the market, in the past 3 months it went down, and in the past month, well, it still went down from a crazy high price of $72 to roughly where it is right now. Primary Plan apparently is a lot cheaper because if you're looking to play tier limits, there's other expensive cards you gotta buy. There's just one of many of them. And that's the thing with tier limits. I think a lot of Yu-Gi-Oh players are kind of getting bored of this game because you either play tier limits or some other decks I'll mention in a second, or you just get smoked by tier limits. If you win, it's cool. Get ready for next round. That guy's playing tier limits. Then we have Methamphetamine Draco Sack. Now, there's a different version of this card, but this is the one I like. Even though I own the Lord Attack and Galaxy Secret Rares, and they're more expensive, the value of this card has been slowly creeping up in the market. And if you want a first edition version, it's currently $16. Another one's $16, and then it's around $20 a copy. I do expect to see Methamphetamine Draco Sack Secret Rare start going even higher. You can get the super rare for $1, the rare 45 cents. The secret rare of Lord Tachyon Galaxy is like $50. So once again, this guy 20 is damage. Here we go. Name it first edition, $50. So like either way, they're gonna get you. Tier limit players, you can keep playing tier limits. For the new player that wants to play something different, get ready for Kashiras. I wouldn't say they're good yet, but I do think they're gonna be good in the future. And if that has to be the case, you're gonna need You're gonna need Big Eye, and you're gonna need your Draco Stack. And for Yu-Gi-Oh players that just say, you know what, V, I have a lot of money and I want to spend it all on Konami. I want to pay tithes to the Church of Konami. I'm not a peasant, V, because I want to do goofy things like play decks that are going to be expensive for reasons why unknown. Well, don't worry about it. You can play the new hybrid build. Basically, Mommy Telements and, well, Mommy Kashiras and Daddy Telements, they did some nasty things in the bed. And guess what, Yu-Gi-Oh players? You can play a hybrid build of that. If you look at the OCG, that's basically what they're doing. They're playing like Kashira Telements, pure Kashiras. Them dudes' wallets are getting wrecked if they had the TCG prices, but that's a whole different thing. All right. Yu-Gi-Oh! Time rulings are so scuffed. There's a card that exists in the game meant for the bad time rulings. There is no card game ruling in any card game that has made a game so degenerate to the point where a card is meant for that bad ruling. Think about it. Like, there's none. Except cards like Ghost Spell and Ghost Sister and Spooky Dogwood. The time ruling is so scuffed, that's what you need. Now, I'll be honest with you. I have the secret rare. It looks really clean. It looks beautiful. The Lost Arts promos are kind of nice, too, though. And in fact, they all look good except Ghost Rares. Gold Rares. Gold Rares are like hot dog shit. Ghost Bell and Haunted Mansion also. I like the secret rares. I think also the prismatic secret rares are nice. The starlight rares are the dumbest thing in the world. If someone buys starlight rare, Ghost Bell, and Haunted Mansions, just know they will buy like Konami toilet paper, one ply, talking about it feels great. The same people feel it feels amazing on my butt cheeks. Like, that's how dumb.
Do you have time ago so scuff? There's a Car Jackson game meant for the bed Tyrell. There's no cars game ruling in any card game that has made a game so the German to the point where the car is meant for that really think about it. This is not accept cars like Coast Village is a ghost or assistance with your dog is so scuffed that you need not be honest with you. I like that. I have to see where it looks really clean, looks beautiful. Deluxe promos are kind of nice to the grocery is a good rest goes like hot dog shit goes down for the master. Also
I know I'm not the only one on this planet. Do you ever just start talking and then Siri just responds to you? Like, I don't understand why Apple needs to be having Siri listen on everything I do. Like, my life is really boring, Siri. You don't gotta be up my ass. Going back to what I was saying. You know what? Let's skip this card. I'm already burnt. Alright, looking at the past YCS decks. Yeah, listen, we got Flunderies. Hey, Sprites, remember that? They're a deck too. They used to be tier 1. No, I'm serious. Ask your grandkids. Well, actually, your grandkids ask your grandfather. Anyway, and then we have a ton of restricted tier limits. I will say, though, for the second time, Flunderies got second place. Kind of weird. At a YCS. I think Flunderies are good enough to win a YCS, to be honest with you. And I do think in time, if the meta keeps continuing, Flunderies will inevitably win a YCS. And I hope that does happen. I think a lot of Yu-Gi-Oh players want that to happen. Oh, pause. I waited for this part in the middle of my video. Let's see in the comment section, just between us, if someone bitches about being called a peasant. Just throwing it out there. There's going to be some retard that's going to be bitching about your called a peasant. Just throwing it out there. I waited for the middle of the video because they probably sold like first card or two, and we're like, I ain't no peasant. And then they saw like Startup Prosperity, and like, well, fuck. All right, up next, looking over at Flunneries and the rest of the Flunnery cards. Flunneries are relatively expensive. Cards like Flunneries and Advent Adventure, which should be the most expensive card, is roughly around $19. The card is roughly, I think, at peak price is $32, $35. Flunneries are a relatively inexpensive deck that can play at a tier 1 level and can at least get you second place out of YCS. It's now been proven twice. I do think Flunneries can even win a YCS, and it's a relatively inexpensive deck. You're still going to need cards like Pot of Prosperity, and they're roughly around $34, but if you have that card, then the rest of the core is insanely cheap. Now, once again, like I said earlier about Kashiras are playing a lot of really unique cards. You can see Big Guy, and you can see a couple other cards you might not know. Like, well, the rest of the Kashira cards, the values. Like, do you know that Shangri-La, what it does? I don't. I mean, we gotta learn it soon, to be honest with you. They will be one of the best decks with the release of more Kashira cards. Look at that Fenrir, it's roughly around 65. It's down from 70. Unicorn, which used to be like dirt, went up as high as $19 to $20, and you're gonna need a playset of each of these. Looking over at other cards like Sorvis, the Ascendant, and the Ancient and Ascended, this also might be a consideration for a 3 of. I'm gonna say you talk about reading what this card does. Basically, you discard it. You talk about monster. You put that monster on. That monster cannot be affected or targeted. Fuck, we have to read it. Fuck. When your opponent would special summon a monster, no. When your opponent activates a card or effect that targets a monster you control, you can discard this card and negate that damage. Okay, it stops any kind of spot removal or targeting. All right, yeah, you're gonna need that card. You're also gonna need Sacred Souls to 7 stars. Now, this card's a bunch of printings. The super rares are really expensive. The comments are actually at $1. Came out of Master of Pendulums. Also, the rare for maximum gold is $1.25. You're gonna need that for Kashiras as well. And of course, you're gonna need 1 Sword Sovereign Supreme, Cheng Yang. You're gonna need this card. It's roughly around a quarter to $1. You need one of these as well. And I mean, another thing that you might want to need, by the way, if you're looking to play the hybrid version, is 2 of this guy. Who's this guy? Well, Tiamat's Collider Heart. Now, I overpaid like a professional Yu-Gi-Oh player would. I think I paid tens for these. The current value of Collider Hearts are roughly around $3, dollar shipping, $4 each. If you only have one, you need to get a second one of these cards if you're looking to play the future version of Telements. I definitely recommend getting it in general because it's dirt cheap, and you might need to play if you're looking to play Telements by itself, but also if you're looking to play the Telements Mommy Daddy build, it's going to cost you more money, so keep an eye out for that. Next up is Runics. So look at the YCS. There were 2 decks that did top the event, but just didn't win it. One was Runic Nichirias, and one was Pure Runic. Now, the Pure Runic did exactly what we said it was going to do. We said Runics are going to devolve, or evolve, depending on how you look at it, into an anti-meta deck. And that's basically what happened with Runics. That's basically what they did. And to be honest with you, I'm kind of proud that that kind of worked out that way. With that said, though, will it continue? My opinion, probably not. And here's why, though. Let me give you some information. Because in the OCG, anti-meta Runics was around for about a week or 2. And then, poof, they were gone. Why? Because the Yu-Gi-Oh player base gets smart up to what these kind of decks are doing. If you're not a tier 1 deck, there's a good chance a tier 1 deck can figure out what you're trying to do. And if you're dominant enough, it will shut your shit down. If you're not a tier 1 deck. If you're a fellow tier 1 deck, it makes it a lot harder to do that. But if you're less than a tier 1 decks kind of have like a knack for just going, oh, that's a pretty cool effect. Let me see you do that shit to me next Saturday. And then you don't because you get shit on because tier 1 decks be tier 1ing. And they just add more cards and shut you down. So, and that's kind of what happened with Flunneries. We saw like the deck that won this past YCS event, the Remoto YCS. The guy ran 3 Zombie Worlds, a Fool's Burial, and 2 Banshees. Flunnery players, how did it feel to be choked out every game? Because that's basically what happened. The deck acknowledged the fact that Flunneries was a problem, despite the fact that Flunneries is yet, in my opinion, a tier 1 deck. I still think Telements are tier 0, in my opinion, but comment down below. You let me know the differential. But I do see the fact that Flunneries put up a good enough fight to get second place, just not all the way, unfortunately, because of the cards and how much respect was given to that deck in the side deck of the player that won the event. And I do think if Flunneries, which I think are better than Telements, can do that, anything underneath that, Runics, are going to have a huge issue. What I'm trying to say is don't buy Runics. The price might increase in value, and you have them. Might be a great time to actually sell your Runics because there's going to be some idiot that's going to want to play this deck, thinking that he could replicate exactly what happened. Yeah, lightning don't strike twice. I mean, it does if you live in like a nowhere state, like a flyover state, or your locus is full of morons, then sure, you might be the belle of the ball for like an extra week or 2. But ultimately, everybody wisens up with the tricks, especially if you're playing anti-meta deck. Everyone wisens up and just claps your cheeks. You become the belle of the cell in jail. Also, Magic Fiend. Now, obviously, Rooks are trying to play this, and it might work decently, but what's more interesting is Telemans are playing this. Telemans are like, oh, that is a good card. If I go in the mirror match and I win game 1, let's say I go into game 3, I think this is where this card shines, because game 1 and 2 is a little bit different. But if I win game 3, if I'm going into game 3 going first, I'm playing Majesty's Fiend. I do one play, boom, and then I just go tribute Majesty's Fiend. What are you going to do if you're playing Telemans? You have to draw a very small amount of cards to actually counter this. And if you don't counter this, well, you also become the belle of the ball. I don't know why I'm saying that phrase a lot, but that's basically what happens. I do think that Majesty Fiend is going to be going up a lot in value, but it's going to be temporarily, as YGOPaisano will probably wise up to this as well. I don't recommend buying the secret rares. They're roughly around like $9, $10. By the time you're watching this video, it'll probably be like 12 to 15. I highly recommend buying like super rares and ultra rares, which is like a quarter. Like, buy 3 of those, throw them in your side deck, play it for a week or 2, everyone's going to wisen up. It's not going to last that long. And then we're going to have Kashiras, and then nobody's going to care about this card. That's what I think is going to be happening. But it's up to you whether you want to get this card or not. I think it's a great card to play in the side for now, because people don't know how to counter it properly at the moment. That always changes with Yu-Gi-Oh! And if you look at Telemans throughout the past, at least from month to month, the builds have drastically changed every single month. Well, they're doing it for the mirror match. They're doing it for cool techie cards like Majesty's Fiend. So just keep that in mind if you're looking to play this card. Anyway, Paisanos, I really appreciate you guys watching my videos. Make sure to go to my website. Once again, it's YGOPaisano.com. Check it out. I have a lot of brand new field centers out there. I have a couple of Telement ones left. I expect those to sell out really fast, but I do have those available right now on my website, YGOPaisano.com. It's your boy V, and you Paisanos have a great day.